back to the Spotlight Reviewing Station, my fellow peeps and peepettes. We're going to take a look at Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Voyager class SOUNDWAVE. Comes in a very big packaging here, which houses quite a bit of accessories, and we'll get to it in just a moment. But we're going to take a look at the packaging to kick things off here, as we do on this channel. It's beautiful packaging. It's definitely different from your standard Earthrise packaging. This is War for Cybertron Trilogy, based off of the Nextflix series, as it says right there. Kind of hard to see it when it's so big on camera. There's the artwork of SOUNDWAVE on this side here. On this side here, we've got the promotional artwork for Earthrise done in a monochrome stack color here with a little bit of some red highlights here and there. The authentic Transformers logo, which to remind you, if it doesn't say authentic, it's a knockoff. Onto the back of the packaging, here's our promotional shot of the figure in his robot mode, his cassette player form, 19 steps of transformation, and a spoiler of what's to come with this set as well. Laser beacon ravaged in their Generation 1 style. Beautiful. Alright, that's it for the packaging. Except for the inside. I never mentioned this for some reason, but every Nextflix figure has their Autobot or Decepticon logo housed in the back of the cardboard, which actually showcases the character within the logo, which is pretty cool. I never show that off, but yeah, there's SOUNDWAVE right there, making up one half of the Decepticon logo. That's right. Lower the camera so we can see the figure here in its Generation 1 cassette player mode, which, if you don't know what a cassette player is, well, I don't blame you. I mean, they were going away around the time that I was born myself, but it is what it is. It's a cassette player. Take out the cassettes, you pop another one in, and then you hit play, and you listen to music. You want to hear it again, you hit rewind. If you want to fast forward to a certain part, you hit the fast forward button. And also, don't forget, there's the play button, and then there's the pause button, and whatever else there was on these things. Maybe the record button if you have that option, which is fine. Of course, the recording on them was kind of crappy back then, but that was technology. So anyway, this would be your little cassette tapes here. Kind of, sort of. They wouldn't look like this, but this is Laserbeak in his cassette tape mode. We'll get to that very shortly. SOUNDWAVE has a nice Autobot oh my god, really? Decepticon imprinted logo here on the plastic casing here, which is where you insert the cassette player or cassette tapes for the cassette player. I really botched this pretty bad, but I'm just going to press on and see how badly this really goes. Other than that, we've got the record and the battery life here, which is supposed to be indicated when it blinks red or something like that on these old things. And very smart of them to actually make this pin section here that light indicator right there. It would have been nice if they actually painted that, you know, just slapped a little red paint on the pin itself just to make it look more convincing. But as it is, very ingenious. I never would have thought of that. Pretty cool. Other than that, he looks good from the front. On the back, he's a mess. He's a kibble mess. He's a transformer. What do you expect? There's not much that they can really do, especially since this is an extensive retool of their previous Siege mold of SOUNDWAVE. You still got some of the components that have no purpose for this figure here. Not much else to really show off. There's no reason for a size comparisons, but I'm just going to show something real quickly. There you go. Here's a measuring tape compared to him. Yay. Look, I'm not going to show a vehicle comparisons. It's out of scale, of course. I mean, there's no mass shifting when it comes to toys when compared to the cartoon. You can't make him as small as, like this. Unless you have that Centaurian box set from Hasbro Pulse that comes with a lot of accessories. You get a tiny little SOUNDWAVE, and I don't know what I did with that little SOUNDWAVE. He's missing. I wanted to show him off, but he's missing. But he's about maybe up to here. Right there. So, okay, anyway, let's do the transformation now, because this is almost 5 minutes into the video, and this really shouldn't be a long one. Just going to go ahead and fold these panels in like so, and we'll bring this back down. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to untab on these very tight connections here. The legs, obviously, fold that back up. There we go. What we can do then is we can rotate them like so, just so that's out of the way. Pop this sucker open, flip this up so we can bring out his feet. Then we fold this section in and then we close this back up. Very good. Repeat the same process on this side. Fold it up, bring out his foot. This one's kind of tight. Unfortunately, this panel here is pretty loose, so it does move around quite a bit. Just a little bit, a little annoying, but oh well. What are you gonna do? Alright, so there's our legs. What we need to do now is we need to split apart the forearms, which already did it on their own, basically. Then we will untab the shoulders, raise the camera because he's getting big here. And once that's all said and done, what we can do then, flip him forward, and we will tab in here, the arms, and rotate at the waist section. And then we will rotate at the thigh section so we can have his legs in the proper position they're supposed to be in. Then we can flip out his hands once we rotate the forearms in the right direction. This one's a little tight again. Last thing that we need to do is open up this back compartment here so we can get in here with our thumbnail and flip out the head, close it back. Lo and behold, here's Soundwave in his robot mode. Pretty cool. It's very Generation 1 accurate for what they can get. We do have, of course, his shoulder cannon. Well, not really a shoulder cannon because his shoulder's here, but, you know, it is what it is. There you go. Just like Generation 1, that completes the look. Soundwave has light piping. Hard to see, but you can kind of make it out here. And it's red. His eyes are red. Oh my god, they're red. Red eyes. How long has it been since we've seen a Soundwave figure from Hasbro with red eyes? Masterpiece, probably. Not yellow, red. Oh my god, red. Oh, red, 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 red is power, of course. Ah, I love it. I love it. This is the best Soundwave figure I've ever owned. Oh man, what more can I say? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. What they could have done, just to throw something out as a little nitpick, just a tiny nitpick, is they could have had the red stripes going across his forearms like the Siege figure. Again, they're the exact same forearms from the Siege figure, so if you wanted to, you could do like a little swapping here. Maybe if you're able to remove the pins at the elbow, you could switch them out if you wanted to, or you could just get some paint and best of luck to try to make it look straight or anything, because, you know, I'm pretty good at painting, but I'm no professional. I can't make a straight line when it comes to paintbrushes and all that. So, anyway, there's Soundwave. Quickly, let's give him his blaster. He does have a blaster. One of the batteries, or at least he used to be in G1, turns into his blaster here. We'll give it to him. Just like that. There we go. He has the sculpted left hand that does have its pointing finger popped out, so you can actually get it up here on these very tight joints, but it can be done. And he is double jointed, so you can get him to touch that button, and there you go. Pop open the compartment, out come the cassettes, and they transform right away into Laserbeak and Ravage. And we're going to go ahead and show that off real quickly before I go through any more of Soundwave here. So Laserbeak, his transformation, you want to go ahead and flip down his legs, kick things off here. And then you want to come into here, and this is a little tricky, but you want to pop his head up and pull it out. Then we come over here to the back, and we're gonna flip up his little back compartment, and then we will split apart these panel pieces, which will form his wings. And there we have a proper Generation 1 accurate Laserbeak. Man, it kind of makes me miss the Siege one, so I can just do a side-by-side comparison and show you the night and day. But as it is, oh man. Some of this stuff actually looks like stickers, like the eyes, but they are not. I will go ahead and address that. They are actually painted pretty clean. Nice work. There is this little peg down here. If you want to flip this down and have him like attached to Soundwave's forearms, it can be done, but what you have to do is flip his legs back up. So he'll, well, it's a little bit of a tight connection, but it can be done. I'm not going to showcase it because I just messed up right there, so what's the point? Anyway, there you go. I mean, you can have him like perch right here on his shoulder if you want for some reason, like a pirate or something. Arr, mateys. Okay. Anyway, there we go. We have one more, of course, as you saw on the back of the packaging, inside this cage here, which is not available with this set. This comes with that Centurion figure. You can pop it open and free Ravage from his cage that was used in that one episode of Generation 1. And here's Ravage, and the proportions. Dear God, the proportions. Okay, let's get out of the way. I know it's not going to be perfect. I mean, sure, if it were bigger, maybe they could go the route of Masterpiece and make it look more convincing. As it is, it's still got a little bit of that cat/panther look, kind of, sort of, but it still looks more like a bear, only because of the big thickness going on here at the legs. For what it is, it's okay. Yay, awesome. I'll showcase the transformation real quickly. Fold down its head, then bring up his arms like this, and then you can, like, well, this one is a little more trickier, to be honest. You want to fold his legs up, his back legs, of course. And again, I said arms in the review, just like the previous one. And then what we can do is we can take the entire back section here and we can untab it. So that way all this will fold back like so. And then we can take the arms now. I said it again. We can, well, actually no. See, this is the one that always gets me because it's really challenging. But you can take his front legs and fold them back now. And then we come back up like this. And no, that's not right either. Good Lord, Ravage. Okay, maybe we just need clearance or something. We'll fold this up. And then we will fold this up like so, like that. And then we will get stuck again. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's too much transformation going on here. And something doesn't look right anyway. What in the heck is going on here? Ah! I don't like it. I do not like this transformation. It's too complex. It's too complex. I think it's like this. Maybe yeah, the indication here of these little black tabs and the slots right there on those little paws, that indicates they're supposed to go there, dummy. So then we fold up the back legs, and here we got a finicky mess that looks more convincing to a cassette tape. I gotta be honest, you know, I really don't like this transformation, but this does look more like a cassette tape when compared to Laserbeak, which I was about to grab, but there's no reason because he's in his bird mode. Anyway, do have little bits of hints here that it is cassette tape. You can see the details of it, and we got the Decepticons logo right there, and that's about it. It's only fair that I pop him in now, since Laserbeak had his time in the sun. There we go. And for some reason, whenever Ravage is in here, I really have to push this in just to get the button to pop back out. I don't know why that is. I don't have that problem with Laserbeak. It's just so odd. Last accessory that this set comes with is the standard blaster that came with the Siege one. There's no difference except maybe this the color may be a little darker compared to the light gray that was the Siege one, and yay, whatever. It folds up if you want, and it also folds out if you want. There you go. It's useless in my opinion, so what I like to do is two things. I either store it back here in a place where it's never seen again, or to really make it be never seen again, I throw it into the carpet of obscurity. There you go. Let's go for the articulation real quickly on Soundwave here. We got the ball joint at the head. We got the universal shoulder joints, inward and outward movements beautiful on the guy. We got a swivel here. We got bicep swivel cut. We've got double jointed elbows, as I mentioned before. We got the hinge joint for inward and outward movement at the hands. We got waist rotation. We got these hip skirt pieces that get out of the way so we get that much kicking forward and get that much going back, which is pretty good. We got our full JCVD split. We got thigh swivel cut. We got single jointed knees that gets 9 degrees of bend. We got no up and down movement at the feet, but we do have the lovely ankle rocker pivot, which, what? Never mind. It's tight. so it does hold position, but it doesn't move as much as the Siege one. What in the world? I'm not going to count it against. It could be just my figure due to the tightness. Your results could be different. You might get more movement there. I don't get that. Other than that, there's your set. What? There it is. Okay. Joking aside, let's stop playing around. Let's do what you guys really want to see out of this. Let's get a size comparisons going in here. So here's a figure that I never reviewed on this channel. He's finally getting his time in the spotlight. There's Voyager Grapple from Earthrise, which fits in pretty good in scale comparisons with Soundwave. And here's Bumblebee, the very surprising and very incredible little deluxe figure of the War for Cybertron Netflix series. What more can I say? Soundwave is what he is. He's his Generation 1 figure that we finally got after so long. Not a deluxe, not a leader. He is a true Generation 1 accurate, for what you can get, Voyager class figure, and I just love him. I totally recommend him if you can find him. This was the only figure that I could actually find of Soundwave at my local Walmart store. Chances are you may have one more chance to get him, maybe another month, and that's about it, because Kingdom stuff is now starting to pop up. And speaking of which, I may have gave you a little clue on what's to come next. Maybe a big clue. Maybe you figured it out by just the name. Anyway, questions or comments? You know the do. Sorry, little guy. Questions or comments? You know the do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's Spotlight review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. And don't forget to throw in the towel. And until then, my friends, this is your unprofessional toy reviewer, Redis Power, signing off saying thanks for watching this. And I will see you whenever you see me. Take care and bye-bye.